SHR up 3. That is so disappointing, man. Not the fact that they're finally climbing the power rankings. I mean, this is a team that we've seen as high as second on our power rankings chart over the years. I'm not sure SHR has ever sat at the very top. I know they've been close to it. We'd have to go back to COVID year and see if they did top out in that 2020 season as maybe the strongest team in the Cup Series, but I just don't foresee them past that second spot. But now they've been as bad as, obviously, I guess, 11th. So now they're back up to 8th, and they're closing their doors. Have we topped out here with SHR? Of course, one of only 3 4-car teams. We've watched Noah Gragson kind of hold the point for SHR. Of course, Josh Berry's not having a terrible season. He's not having a star-stellar season. I think that there's still room to grow. And a lot of times on these rookies, we see a second half that's a lot different than the first half. And I think that could be the case with Josh Berry as long as everything's in place. As I've heard through the rumor mill, the 4-car is being shopped on its own as an entire team. So they're looking to basically move the entire 4 team to, just a different owner. Maybe the same card number and everything. I'm not sure how that's going to go about. Normally, the single-digit card numbers don't last for very long. So I'm sure Josh Berry would probably want to keep his hand on the number 4. But we'll have to see how that goes about and what happens there, if maybe that's the charter that Front Row Motorsports. Oh, my gosh. Make sure that ain't Leanne out there. Did Leanne come in? This is, I would love to celebrate SHR and their improvement in the power rankings, but unfortunately, it doesn't really matter where they are, being that team will no longer, that organization will no longer be in the Cup Series at the end of this year. So it's really not much to prove, as they have made a lot of improvement. I think going from that 11th spot to 8th spot, that's a big improvement, Taz Taylor.
So one thing that, I think, in all honesty, I think SHR, I think, in all honesty, they probably could be 1 or 2 spots better if they did not get hit with those serious penalties to start the year. I mean, at one point, I don't remember which one of the 4 SHR cars it was, but they were like in the negative in points. That's how bad it was. And I think I'm going to put a little bit more hope into this team. I don't think that we've seen all of what they have. Like, I don't think number 8 will be the top they'll get to. I would like to see them put to at least number 7, maybe number 6 will be a giant win. But
you get Josh Berry, and Noah Gragson in victory lane, maybe Chase Briscoe too, and we could see them at number 5.
Well, I was definitely going to put Gragson and Briscoe in there. I mean, we've seen Briscoe win before with SHR. Gragson has turned that 10-car team completely around. I mean, doing a lot better than what Danica, and no offense to Almirola. I know Almirola's won with the 10-car. I think Gragson, on a consistent basis, has made that team more competitive than Almirola has. And that's not a knock on saying that Almirola was terrible. No, I don't think he was terrible. I think he was he was a good driver. I don't think he was great. Like, I wouldn't sit there and think that Eric Almirola was an easy-on favorite every single week. I think he was a contender. every week? Oh, easily. I thought he was. But I think a couple of his wins were kind of, lucky that fell into silver platter. Like, he was kind of handed the silver platter, just got lucked out with it.
Right.
But I think Josh Berry could, sneak something in. I don't really want to say a win, but probably could sneak in some great performances, as we've seen in a couple races. I think Darlington was one of them where he finished second. He's had, the short tracks, benefit him, his driving style, because that's where he came from. He's got a stellar crew chief in Rodney Childers, who I would be amazed if nobody hires him as a crew chief next year.
Oh, that's where I believe the rumors are that whole team is being shopped together. So